Looks like we got a Bland down situation, guys. We got a Bland down.
Bland down.
We'll get you ready for Cowboys and Chargers, though. 1%, okay? We got a 1% chance. Don't do that give-up stuff around here, okay? Win one. Let the Eagles choke it up a little bit. We'll see what happens. Show starts. Meow. Welcome in, everybody, to the DLLS Cowboys podcast. It's a preview show, which means it's presented by our friends at Game Time. Download the Game Time app. You know what I'm saying? Use code DLLS. You get $20 off your first purchase with our friends at Game Time. Aroof. Yeah, we'll get you ready for Cowboys Chargers, as well as your news of the day on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeff. I am next to former Cowboys wide receiver Jesse Holly.
Guys are going to be running butt naked.
He is next to...
I have a birthday shout out before we go on.
Let me get one.
Yeah, I got a birthday shout out before.
I actually do have one.
Before we go on today, one of my really good friends, longtime friends, Cassandra, a.k.a. Cat Mama. Happy birthday. It is your birthday. You're getting old, which means I'm currently getting old because we've been friends for so long. But
yes,
I wanted to wish you a very, very, very happy birthday. Enjoy it. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. And that gives you freedom to do
a lot. I'd like to wish a happy birthday to my first girlfriend. Her name is Dion.
Okay.
Well, now she's like married. I think she's about to have her fourth kid.
Like a real person?
Yeah, she's a real person. Her name was Dion.
Okay.
Yeah, she made me go to Café de France when I was like 13, which means she was 11 or 12. And I had to have escargot. And I promptly vomited. Wow. It was disgusting. She was a fancy lady. Her dad was an orthodontist. Next to Jesse.
And you fumbled dad? You fumbled a daughter of an orthodontist? God,
I don't know if I fumbled.
What a loser.
Okay. Might have Cooper Cupped it. But like him, I won the game. Next to Jesse is the second greatest beat writer in the history of the Cowboys, Mr. Ali Jawad. Based on the chat, a little bit of a ladies' man, hey, Ali.
Ladies.
And he's jumping in the chat to say hello back, which is nice. You can just say hi. Nice. Say hi to the ladies, Ali.
Hi, ladies. How are y'all? Good to see y'all.
Look at that. Getting it knocked out. That's outstanding. We'll be hearing that again later. So it sounds like we're done with DaRon Bland this year, eh?
Yes.
Let's go Canadian on you.
Yes. Was not on. Showed up on the injury report Wednesday. Didn't practice the last 2 days. Found out last night. Foot injury on his left foot. Same foot that he had surgery on last year prior to the start of the 24 season. And surgery. He's going to seek a second opinion to see if he needs surgery. Shadi talked about it already this morning. It won't have any impacts as far as next year training camp and all that stuff. But Cowboys cannot catch a break with their two high-paid all-pro corners.
Catch a break.
Yeah, it sounds like they did catch a break.
I'll be here all week.
You watch my little tiny personal YouTube page. A couple times a week, I do a show called Trust the Tape with Brian Broaddus, which is a DLLS product, so I'm allowed to promote it. Yeah, apparently we might have to go fix or replace a screw in his footsie, is what it may sound like there, if you're curious. Which I got to tell you, Jesse likes feet. You like feet.
I have an appreciation.
When it comes to football, I don't like feet.
I like cute feet. There's a difference.
Right.
I don't like anybody.
DaRon probably wears a size 13. You probably not.
I know
feet.
his toes is probably his toe probably like one of my toes.
Football feet are bad.
If you play enough football, you're gonna get the black toe. That's how I know. That's how I know you played enough football. If one of your toes aren't black, you roll the bench.
Yeah, basketball get you them toes too. Yeah. I just want to tell you, I'm not predicting failure on DaRon Bland's future. I'm just telling you, I don't like feet when it comes to football injuries, especially repetitive foot.
Yeah.
I don't like it. And I just want to get that out there. I don't like feet.
I don't like hurt feet.
Right. Yeah, hurt feet is not good.
Hurt feet on skilled position guys, because you're thinking about a guy like DaRon Bland, and he's doing everything that a receiver would do backwards, right? So when he has to backpedal, the way that your feet are even doing that, and then you now have to,
you need feet.
Depending on who's debating whether you're Deion Sanders or Asante Samuel Sr., how you're gonna duck foot, you're gonna how your back pedals. You got to put your foot in the ground and break on a receiver, break up, break out, turn around. And if you have bad feet, and they're not stable feet,
don't like feet,
it's gonna be tough to play that position at a high level.
And I think it's probably even tougher for the bigs, because you're pushing off of it and fighting people. Like, you might have 700 pounds of pressure on your foot at points.
I think it's a little bit different because you have these big block cleats and you tape it on up so you get way more support. When you're a skilled player, those cleats get thinner and thinner and smaller, and you want to have flexibility. It's just a lot more of the weird angles that you take in the skill positions.
Well, I am looking forward to seeing how this secondary looks. Worst secondary I've ever seen play the sport. I am looking forward to seeing how it looks without the best member of it. I think that'll be a lot of fun for the Cowboys on Sunday. I really look forward to that. I think
will this secondary have one of the members on this list, the guy who has 308?
That's the big question.
Okay,
snap counts.
Let me tell you this. I don't appreciate Clarence not being here today. When I just went and saw his tweet. It was 16 hours ago, but I just saw it. I don't like the way Clarence will sometimes say things that I'm like, wait a minute, is this a report? Or are you just saying something on Twitter? Because this man said, let me see, hold on, you got to get past all his politics. Let me get all the way down to find sports.
It's a lot of that too.
Because he said something, now I can't even find it, but it was something like, looks like we'll see Trevon Diggs this weekend. Because Bland is hurt. And I'm like, are you reporting?
Report. Yeah.
Are you reporting that Diggs is playing?
Or are you being
sarcastic? Just doing math?
I think
and you're just saying Bland is out
and facetious.
And so we should see him. And so I don't even know. So Clarence, I know you're watching. Just tell me, was that a report? Are you telling me that Trevon Diggs is playing?
Because they need to make a decision about who's being brought up today or tomorrow with either Josh Butler and Trevon
Diggs. And Diggs, obviously, that ends tomorrow if they opt not to bring him on. So other than that, you're looking. You got it.
DaRon Bland's getting a second opinion on his foot before he has for surgery. He's out for the Chargers game. It looks like Trevon Diggs will play this week. Is that an opinion piece or is that a report?
No, that's got to be an opinion piece.
It's not a report?
It's been the same thing. What did Shotty say this morning? Oh, we like where he's at, or he's making progress, or he's met those standards at practice as far as what we're looking for him to do, but nothing as far as, hey, this guy's playing this week.
Did you know you can subscribe to Clarence's Twitter?
You can.
You can make money. You can pay him money to see his tweets. I mean, his tweets are right here, but he might give you some extra ones.
You could
also be a diehard.
Diehard, yes.
You can subscribe to our show.
Can you still subscribe to my Twitter account even though I don't pay Muskie? I don't even know. But yeah, I used to have about 7 people that were subscribed to my Twitter, and it was great. Nice little bonus, it was real good. Do you guys think Trevon, you think he's going to play?
I don't. I'm still sticking on the fact that they this thing has gotten personal. I think they dislike Trevon Diggs. I believe the children are our future. I mean,
what?
Teach them well and let them lead the way. I do believe that they don't want to risk the possibility of Trevon going out there in the next 3 games and further injuring himself. We talked about it earlier just in pre-show prep. You said, yeah, I like the way Aaron Glenn's doing it up there in New York. He said the receiver, Wilson, was on IR, was out for a month, and he's like, you know what? This season's cooked. No need to bring you back, brother. You're done for the year. And not that they're getting rid of Wilson, but I think for Trevon Diggs, they don't want to have the potential of that season-ending injury or something of that nature to happen, and now they're on the hook for a injury settlement more than what they want to pay him to go away.
Yeah, I think that's my guess too.
I mean, if you didn't want him playing against Minnesota in a game where, Shotty's preached like we got to have our best players out there. We want to win. Well, if you want to win and you want your best guys out there, shouldn't he have been out there? the start if you think
he
is the better option.
He missed a cover 2 call.
He missed a cover 2 call
at
practice, and I guess
so. As long as he didn't miss
ridiculous.
a cover 2 call this week.
And, and Jeremy DD 70-30. It's a good point. Doesn't matter. Dixon still get hurt off the field.
Maybe. Fair.
It's a good point.
That is fair.
Fair point.
Very fair point.
Gets hurt off the field, I don't owe you an injury settlement. Get hurt on the field, I owe you an injury settlement. But good point nonetheless, Jeremy.
What if you think he got hurt on the field due to his off-the-field injury? You thought that his cognitive was off, which led to his on-the-field injury, and then we have to go back to the off-field.
I wouldn't put that by them. Like, when you're trying to build a case against somebody, you'll pull out all of the stops to make your side of the story seem right.
It's messy and it's gross and it's weird and it's so Cowboys.
But that's the thing.
Cowboys.
Just end it. Like, just end it.
Yeah.
You don't have to be messy about it anymore. You don't have to speak about it anymore. We don't have to come up with these different forms of what may have happened, when may have happened. If you just end it and you just say, we're shutting him down for the rest of the year and he's done.
Well, so then what's the purpose then of let's open his window and let's give him reps next to the starters? Like, is there a purpose behind that?
I don't know.
I mean, don't you want, you said let the kids play, right?
Yeah.
I'd tell you the one way, I guess there's 2 ways it makes sense, right? Maybe in theory, because when you open that practice window, the Eagles are falling apart. You just didn't do enough about it, but they are still falling apart. 31-0 over the Raiders doesn't even count. They're still falling apart. So in theory, you were potentially pushing for a playoff run. And if you made it and someone else got hurt, or if you looked like you were going to make it, or you had a good chance to make it and somebody else got hurt, or you just got tired of seeing a certain person, then you could activate him, but that doesn't work because then you would have done it for Minnesota. Yeah. I still think the only thing that makes sense in my head is one of 2. One, they're done with him. Mm-hmm. They're just so done with him that it doesn't matter. And 2, and the fact that he practiced and he got reps with the ones, I still kind of lean to 2, maybe, sort of. But 1, nope, it's probably 1. Because if he got hurt and you would still owe him money that you wouldn't owe him otherwise, I think that's probably the most important thing because they're hell-bent on him not being here.
Mm-hmm.
2 is they opened it up because they legit wanted to see if he could help their football team. They watched him practice and said, that dude can't help us. Like, that's the other one. And I get it. You can yell about what he was once upon a time and say, he's not better than Kalen Carson. Maybe not. And I think that's very possible that they're watching a guy, because I think I've drawn this comparison before. When Dez hurt his foot, that was ball game.
Mm-hmm.
Because Dez Bryant won exactly the way that he won, and he did not have athleticism to spare.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was not a 4.3 guy. He wasn't a 4.4 guy. He actually wasn't like a 40-inch vertical guy. He just wanted the ball more than you and was that strong and could naturally track it and had enough athleticism that worked. The way Trevon Diggs played football, he had enough athleticism that worked.
Yeah.
If you are now multiple knees and multiple times and going back out there, I think there's the chance that they're like, that dude runs a 4.7 now, and that will never work for him. I think there's a chance of that. That they watched him practice and they said, no, we gave it a shot. That dude can't help us. I'm just saying I think it's possible. That's all I'm saying. That I think it's possible.
So is Josh Butler season?
Let's go, my boy. Let's go, my boy.
Put the camera down. Yeah, put down the camera equipment.
My boy.
You have to
put down the camera equipment, my boy. The video camera. Let's go, my boy. Let's go, man.
Was that real? Like, that was from a game this year?
That was from the game last week.
Last week, he was on the sidelines working cameras?
Yeah.
That I actually don't know about.
Huh?
I did not know about that. Actually.
Yeah, Josh Butler.
Like, he paid attention. I just remember from camp.
He likes to video stuff. Yeah. So he
became
had a camera down on one knee shooting the game.
Oh, we know what he's doing after his career's over.
He's doing it while his career's happening.
That's his thing. If he loves it, that's
he's a YouTuber. He's an actor. And he's found a pathway to do outside of football. But let's get my boy on the field, man. Let's get Josh Butler on the field, man.
So no more DaRon Bland for the rest of the year.
Loading.
Trevon Diggs versus Josh Butler is now the camp battle to watch.
You have 2 spots open and 3 guys potentially turning from IR. You have, I call him Javonte Williams at home. You got Phil Maffa, all right? And you got Josh Butler, and you have...
And they opened the window for Peyton Turner as well.
For Peyton Turner.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Go Cougs.
Let's go.
Well, I take that back. No. I take that back because Josh Butler was a pup guy, so he already comes on there. But it's Trevon Diggs. It's Trevon Diggs,
Maffa and Turner.
Yeah, so you got 2 spots for 3 guys. Got to make a decision.
And that's tough decisions.
Tough
that's
decisions.
3 guys that could change the course of this whole thing.
Man, 1%, baby.
The Cowboys defense against the Chargers offense. We got Flus in the booth. How much changes? Can they shut this team down or what? That is next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast. Let us take a moment and show some appreciation for my friends at Qualis Roofing. That's Qualis, QUALISGC.com, because general contractor, because they can do all sorts of things. But roofing is what our friends at Qualis are here to take care of you on. And they're not some sort of storm chasing outfit. Something goes down in the Metroplex and, oh my God, here comes these people. Suddenly, there's a roofer in the... No, Qualis is going to take care of you, and they're going to hook you up. They're the finest roofers in the business, and they're right here in DFW at all times. And they believe that if you want a free roof inspection, that sounds like a great idea, and you'll get a free DLLS t-shirt just for doing that. And if you get your roof replaced with our friends at Qualis, they're going to get you hooked up with a free grill or smoker. How about that? Mention DLLS when you call them. It helps us. Visit QualisGC.com. Search Qualis Roofing and Construction. That's Qualis, 817-500-9008. Get started today. Also, want to salute our friends at Monarch. You got to have your finances in order. It's very important, okay? It's very important. Don't be like me, where the spending habits. And shout out to Monarch, because they tell me, they're like, bro, your spending habits, look, it's all here in one place. And that's what Monarch can do for you, is help you take advantage of your financial opportunities. You get all of your different accounts, cards, 401k, all of it in one nice, clean interface right there for you, whether you're on app, whether you're on the website, whatever. Our friends at Monarch are there to help you take advantage of every opportunity in the financial world. You know, financial things can be a big reason for breakups. That includes divorce. So what I'm trying to do here is save your relationship by sending you to our friends at Monarch. Don't let financial opportunities slip through the cracks. Use the code DLLS at monarch.com, and what you're going to get is half off your first year. 50% off the first year at monarch.com when you use the code DLLS. All right, Dallas Cowboys taking on the Chargers on Sunday. And for the first time this year, Matt Eberflus will not be on the sideline. He will be in the booth. How big a difference is this going to make for this Cowboys defense, boys?
Not a damn thing.
Come on, man.
It's not.
It's too late, man.
Listen,
it's too late.
On the field, in the booth, on the helicopter, on the Jumbotron. I don't give a damn where he sits. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Think about this. If him going from the field to the booth made a difference, it had done this 7 weeks ago.
Or 15.
Or 15 weeks
15
ago.
15 years.
It just doesn't make a difference. The Cowboys have begun to run out of excuses. And so this is kind of their last-ditch effort of trying to make some sort of, I don't know, goodwill of what's left of the season. This doesn't make a difference. We're talking about a team who is just about mathematically eliminated.
Almost. Not quite.
Not quite.
Not quite.
In a defense that outside of maybe a 2 or 3 week run was historically bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you think moving the man from the sideline to the booth is going to make that much of a difference? Is that going to help guys cover better? Is that going to have guys go into the right gaps?
Could.
Is that going to help guys make tackles?
Could.
Is that going to help guys cover? Like, none of that's going to matter. It's not going to help them communicate. It's not going to give them a better opportunity to say, hey, here's what they're doing. Here's how we should adjust to it. It doesn't. Like, that doesn't matter at all.
You got a better look at it.
This is another part of the semantics that are being put out there to kind of distract you from what's happening and what's really going on. And guess what? The Cowboys may go out there and they may pitch a shutout. I proposed that yesterday in the next 3 games. They may go out there and have the greatest game of the season.
I'll take that bet.
It won't be because he moved to the booth.
I'll take that bet.
No, I'm not. That's not a bet.
I'll take that as a wager you've made.
I'm not making that. Is not a wager.
Taco Bell bet.
This means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. That just means the camera has to pan from the field to the booth to get a blank look on his face of, I don't know what the hell is going on, and I have no clue how to fix this.
You want some Recky Specky?
Is that means he's moving one step closer to the exit door?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
As in, like, Shotty kind of yelled at him a little bit last week. Cameras kind of saw it.
Yeah.
And, like, Shotty's like, look, I know. Look, you're not going to catch me bashing guys right now because it doesn't serve anybody. Plus, it's not really up to me if I fire him.
Right.
Like, Jerry has to let me because Jerry hired him. But just get away from me. I'm done. Go.
That's
just
crazy.
Go. That's my Recky Specky. Shotty told him, don't be by me.
Don't be by me.
Last time he was in the booth, 2009, 2010.
Oh, he's been there before.
Browns linebackers coach.
Okay.
That's it.
He's up top?
Yeah. Obviously not calling plays, nothing like that. Whose decision really was this, though? Like, there's no way Flu's like, hey, Shotty, I'm going up to the booth.
That's why I'm Recky Specky. And Shotty's just like, just go.
Upstairs. Just
Like,
go to your room. He sent him to his room. Go to your room. I don't want to hear anything else. Go to your room. He sent the grown man to his room. That's crazy. Shotty's sending grown men to their room.
Maybe.
Get out of my face.
Maybe.
Go to your room. That's a Recky Specky.
All I'm saying is, I don't think that the DC went, I got an idea. So who else's idea? Like, Jerry, that wouldn't even cross his mind.
Maybe it's because
Like,
if he's in the booth, then Jerry or Steven could just walk down there and be like, hey, what the hell are you doing? Like, because on the field, you can't go downstairs. And you can't have the walkie to communicate down there. That's illegal. Right? But he can just get up and just walk down the hall.
Do you think it's finally time that Jerry is actually going to do what he's always wanted to do? He's just never had the stones for it.
Call the defense itself?
Just walk in there, slap on a headset, and be like, here we go, boys.
Old Jerry's at the helm. Blitz.
Engage 8.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Blitz.
There was an old commercial when Wade Phillips was here. I think it was a Pepsi commercial, and the coach was sitting up top, and he was yawning tired. Jerry walks in like, here, coach, take this Pepsi. I'll take this headset and play sheet. Is that what?
Feels like it. It feels like
I mean, Jerry's living the dream. He's living my dream. And like, I destroy him for it all the time because it's dumb and he's bad at his job and he's not qualified for it and blah, 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 blah. But really, I'm probably just jealous because he's doing it the way I'd do it, where it's like, hey, guys, I bought the team.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, what are you going to do? And I'm like, pick the players. I'm going to probably stand by you on the coaching field and bother you a little bit and pretend that I know what I'm doing out here. Like, he's just
do all the interviews.
Right. And my team would not win a Super Bowl at all, just like his won't. And so I don't like him for it. But I'd probably do it the exact same. I'm really just jealous.
Completely off topic, but like to your point about how Jerry, like I saw a video the other day. It just talked about Jerry's 250-foot yacht, mega yacht. Yeah. I just was like, I just got to make enough money to keep paying for this stuff, y'all. Like I don't give a damn about what y'all talking about, man. It cost me $18 million a year to run this yacht. Yeah, what do you guys talk about? You think I'm upset? I'm going to leave the stadium that I helped build, the team that I just helped watch, take a helicopter that I now own to the airport to get on the jet that I now own, to then go to a place where I can get on a boat that I now own, and y'all want me to be upset? That's crazy. There's not thinking
y'all worried about the way I do the salary cap and free agency? I'm not. Super chat. We had a super chat there. William, he said, I agree with Jeff. Shotty just does not want him around. And then Boston George down there said, Jeff stole Brian's rec spec. Brian might have said this morning, he said, I just don't think that Shotty wants to look at him. I don't think he wants to look at him. Like, you look.
I just thought about it. That's crazy that Shotty sent the grown man to his room. Like, what if some of your like parents like tell you like get out of my face?
My parents told me once you could find a new family. That was a fun day, but they sent me to my room too.
Yeah,
took away my stuff. They took the computer out of my room because I kept sneaking out of the house using AOL Instant Messenger to set it up. They took the computer.
Do you think like Shotty like gritted like like your parents look at you and like get out of my face? Like how do you think he did it? Like daddy, what did he daddy him? Like did he son him?
I think kind of straight face and then ended it with before I lose my temper.
Yeah. You better get out of here.
Before
I could be a fly on the wall. Just get out of my face. Get out of my face and you'll sit in that booth.
From the data den, Cowboys defense getting ready for the Chargers offense. Here's the thing about the Chargers offense. They're also falling apart. They have not been great this year regardless. Run the ball pretty well, throw the ball, not great. And they do have Justin Herbert, and they do have Ladd McConkey, and they do have Keenan Allen, and they do have Trey Harris. And they do have the new Oronde Gadsden.
Yeah, Quentin and Oronde Gadsden, yep.
Like they got dudes.
Mhm.
They just haven't been a good passing team so far this year. And the amount of pressure they allow on Justin Herbert has turned insane.
I mean, of course, when you lose your two tackles,
Oh, yes.
Two very good tackles.
that didn't help.
Highest pressure rate in the league, most sacks in the league.
That's
Not a
just
lot of separation.
4 or fewer rushers.
What's that?
4 or fewer.
Oh
rushers.
yeah. You don't have to blitz
No
to get
blitz.
after Justin Herbert. But we have another case of the movable object and the resistible force,
So we have a get right game here, is what you're saying?
because the Cowboys defense, since Quinnen Williams got here, he leads all defensive tackles in
What is
pressure
that?
rate.
What'd you call that? AQ?
Yes, after trade or after acquisition.
AC,
BQ
AQ,
before
BQ.
Quinnen, and then either AA after acquisition or
Yeah.
AT after trade. He leads defensive tackles in his pressure rate. Okay?
Mhm.
The Cowboys' edge rushers, since Quinnen Williams got here, are third to last in the NFL at pressuring the quarterback. So he's doing it. They are not anymore. They have decided we no longer, and I tried to warn people, because anytime you take one number and you're like, I ain't worried about context, that number looks good, I'll take it. And it was like, Cowboys are average or better than average at pressure rate. And I'm like, they do not have pressure players. Don't buy that crap. They played Caleb Williams, and they played this guy who let you get there, and this guy who let you get there. And, like, I don't know what people are calling a pressure, and teams are holding it 3.5 seconds before you get that pressure. Like, oh, just don't worry about it. Trust me, they're not a great pressure team.
And that's another why you see the sack number so high for Justin Herbert is he's one of those guys. He's hold the ball. Now, he has the arm to make any throw that you need him to make, but he's going to hold that football now.
That's him holding the football. The Cowboys are a team that has lost the ability to get after the quarterback, or they never had it. You can take your choice there. And so who is going to win this matchup of the movable object and the resistible force?
Well, now you're talking about the Cowboys not having, which wasn't a great secondary, now short, arguably the best guy that they had in the secondary against, I would say when you talk about Ladd McConkey and you talk about Keenan Allen, they are the more of the route running variety receivers. I have Keenan Allen as one of my top 5 all-time line of scrimmage guys. You're not pressing Keenan Allen.
Nor are they going to try.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
This
that's
team ain't
true.
gonna try.
Yeah. So
play 7 yards off and watch him run whatever
so
he wants.
allowing guys like that to get free releases and get into their routes, they do a really good job at setting you up, attacking leverage, being able to, give you the old man slow step, the that type stuff. So, this is going to be another one of those games, man, where you're hoping for a change up front. You're hoping for Donovan Ezeraku or Jadeveon Clowney to kind of strike early and get the pressure that they need, because Herbert will give it to you. He'll give you the draws. You let him. You get enough pressure on Herbert, he'll give you the draws.
Yeah. And he's tied for 3rd right now in scramble yards. So, obviously, I mean, when you get down your 2 tackles, you're going to move around a lot there. But that's the key of the matchup, right? Like, you want your edge rusher should be able to take advantage of this. You would think. But it's the Cowboys defense.
I don't think so.
No matter what we say, they just do the exact opposites.
Yeah, I just think we're beyond the point of no matter what a matchup says, you will not catch me thinking that the Cowboys are going to win at something.
You know what?
defensively.
I don't like your attitude.
I don't care.
I don't like your negativity today.
I don't care.
You know what? You're the hater.
Score 40.
You're the hater.
You score 40, you win.
I don't like your attitude. We're in the holiday spirit.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be a little bit more cheerful. You're supposed to have a little bit more optimism. Santa is on his way. He's bringing lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And here you are, just wanting to shove coal in everybody's stockings.
That's not true.
Don't like your energy.
That's not true.
Don't like the way that you're
That's not
approaching
true.
this.
Because what it is it's the season of giving.
Yeah.
Eberflus is going to give them anything they want.
No.
Anything they
they're
want.
going to give us everything that we want.
We are going to give the playoff team the opportunity to continue to feel good as they work towards something. And they are going to give us the gift of moving up a draft spot or 2.
All right. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
And that's the gift that we're chasing down right now. I can't pick the Cowboys to win at anything defensively. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
You're right.
And yeah, the last 2 weeks, Herbert's been pressured on almost 60% of his dropbacks. Almost 60. Like, that's unreal. Yeah. That's unheard of. That's disgusting.
And if we're being truly honest, I know that we're talking about Herbert and getting pressure on him. That ain't a concern for me. The concern for me is being able to stop this team from running the football. Like
we're good at that. We put 7 people on line of scrimmage. All of our best players.
They're going to try to use these two, Vidal and Hampton go heels. They're going to try to get this thing and be physical with this team, at least to start the game, and just wear you down.
What are you, some kind of hater?
I'll find a way.
I'm a hater.
Yeah, you're a hater. You just said they're going to run us over.
Yeah.
Oh. What happened to the holiday? What happened to the happy good?
Coming up next,
the happy good. Cowboys offense also gets to play.
There we go, baby. Let's go.
Now we're on the real side.
Let me take a moment and tell you about my friends at Wild Fork Foods, my favorite store in the Metroplex. I absolutely love it. You know, you see in the news like, oh my gosh, beef prices are skyrocketing. It's top story all the time. Well, you're not swinging by Wild Fork Foods, are you? Where they have all the deals, all the meats. They do indeed have the meats. I'm not going to say it in a certain way, but they do indeed. Over 700 items. They have over 250 cuts of beef, poultry, seafood, pork. They got ostrich, rabbit, gator, whatever you want. My friends at Wild Fork Foods have you stop buying meat at the grocery store. Go to Wild Fork Foods. There's 9 of them in the DFW Metroplex. And frozen is fresher at Wild Fork Foods. They're organic, grass-fed ground beef. The 85% lean is $5.60 each if you buy 2 of them. It's about the best you're going to find. They have incredible quality. The way that you're treated there is absolutely incredible. You have to try out, my friends, at Wild Fork Foods, one of their 9 area DFW locations. And you can learn more at wildforkfoods.com. Also want to salute our friends at Game Time. If you're thinking about going to a game, any game, I don't care what it is. The World Cup comes to town. You're trying to get up in there. Game Time got you covered. You're trying to go to an NFL game. Game Time got you covered. You want to go see Cooper play? Check out our friends at Game Time because you can save $20 off your first purchase when you use the code DLLS on the Game Time app. You just get it. You create an account. You use the promo code DLLS on the first purchase that you make. Bang! $20 off of that first purchase. So whatever it is that you want to go to, our friends at Game Time, they have you covered. They have all-in pricing, so you're not going to be surprised at the end and go, oh, sweet, I picked a $19 ticket. Looks like the total's going to be $7,471. No! Not with our friends at Game Time. Panoramic view of the seat, all-in pricing, the best deals you're going to find, especially last minute. Get up in the games with our friends at Game Time. Use the code DLLS, $20 off the first purchase. We're doing the code DLLS. Download the Game Time app today. All right, now for good stuff. Cowboys are going to get to play offense against the Chargers.
Sir.
I think it would take a very strange set of circumstances for them to never get to play offense. The odds are they will, unless they fumble a lot of kickoff returns and potential punt returns. And there we get to have a little bit of fun because the Cowboys pass offense in general is obviously very good. The Chargers as a pass defense are very good.
Yeah.
However you want to look at it, you can see a bunch of them here: pass yards per game, per play, completion percentage, passer rating. Everything points to this is a really, really good pass defense in the NFL. So now we actually get a matchup of good on good instead of terrible on terrible. And this one, you could really use a George Pickens game. You could really use it to have you feel good about it.
There it is. Yep. Shiesty.
Yeah. You want to get you a Stay Shiesty hoodie? Check that out in the alldlls.com. It's right there in the merch store.
Aren't you double shiestied up?
I'm too shiesty.
You double shiestied up. You double shiestied up. That's crazy. You double shiestied up and dogging.
When CD needed me, I was there for him.
Yeah, you are.
Now George needs me. All right.
You were on the 88 Club.
I want George, because once we're eliminated is when Jerry's going to start talking bad about him to start trying to do negotiations through the media. Yeah. So right now, George Pickens needs us. And you are playing against a good pass defense. Derwin James, I think, is one of the best players that plays defense in the NFL. Mm-hmm. You're going to have plenty of challenges when you go into this game. Do we anticipate that the Cowboys can continue to do what they do, which is be a top 5 offense going against this defense?
You can. Yes, absolutely. But two areas they really got to be better in general, situational football, because the last 2 weeks they've been 8 for 27 on third downs and 3 for 8 in the red zone. And that's not what we're used to seeing out of this offense. We didn't see that on a Sunday night. They were 2 for 12 against the Vikings. And, they mentioned earlier in the week, kick 6 field goals. You mentioned earlier in the week that you can't go out there if you're shoddy with this offense and think you have the best kicker in football, because you have to be aggressive in the moments you have to be aggressive in. And here's the thing. If you're not producing on third down in the red zone and you're settling for a lot of field goals, you don't have the defense to make up for all that. You do not. You know, like last Sunday, we saw Seattle play Indianapolis. Seattle won on like 6 field goals in that game. They have the defense to overcome stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
Dallas doesn't. So winning in those areas, which the Chargers are top 5 in both those areas, by the way, so it'll be tough in that situation as well. But if the Cowboys can overcome those recent struggles, absolutely they have a chance in this game.
I predict this being one of the most aggressive. I should say this. I predict this game to being where Shoddy comes out super aggressive. And I say that because we talk a lot about players having rabbit ears and hearing and listening to a lot of what we say and the media says and the social media says. So does Brian Schottenheimer. Yeah. He is always aware of what's being said about him, whether it's the national broadcast, whether it's us locally, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on, and we know these things a lot of times. You know, Clarence will come in here and he'll talk about some of the things that happen on the walk-offs that aren't really broadcasted, outwardly. But Shoddy is such an overcorrector. He falls right in line with the Cowboys and how they kind of do things. And so when he hears that, when you guys ask him questions, ask him questions in the press conference, and he goes, Shoddy, are you settling a little bit when you cross midfield that, you just have that 3 points in your back pocket and da-da-da-da-da. Now he hears that, and in his mind, in the cerebral, unconscious part of his mind, he now thinks about, I have to go out there and be aggressive. They're thinking I'm settling once I cross midfield because I have this kicker in mind. I'm going to go. So I think Shoddy's going to be way more aggressive. You're going to see more deep shots in this game. You're going to see more YOLO opportunities. You're going to see them probably going forward on 4th down situations where they might not normally go for it because they're like, we're not kicking field goals. And then he'll come back, want to lose that game, and he'll say, I didn't want to put a lot on the defense, and I wanted to be more aggressive, and I wanted to give these guys an opportunity to go out there and score points. So I believe when it comes to offensively, the Cowboys are going to be uber aggressive in this game because the play caller is one who is very aware about what people say about him, and the narrative the last couple of weeks have been that he is settled in spots where they wanted him to be aggressive.
Can I ask you a question?
Any question you want.
Go for it.
Are you surprised? The Cowboys are favored in this game.
Am I surprised?
Vegas thinks the Cowboys are going to win this game. Or, I guess technically betting lines are based off of where they think people will place money. But the Cowboys are a 2.5-point favorite against a 10-4 Chargers team when the Cowboys season is mostly over.
I think this is where they play that money game at. Because, 2.5, you get 3 for being at home, right?
In theory, something like that.
Theory,
give or take.
Give or take $1 or $2.
But they're saying that these teams are very evenly matched.
I can see that. I can see where Vegas goes. The Cowboys at home, coming off a 2-game losing streak, finds a pot of gold, and you know what I'm saying, and shows up before they fully shut everything down.
Right. Dak told us yesterday, despite the fact that you're not technically, but you're on the brink of it. We're talking as if they are, obviously, that you're at least not trying to play to have a losing record.
Yeah.
At least. There's still so much. I don't say so much. There's still some things they're playing for that obviously don't pertain to postseason, but pride and love of the game and avoiding the losing season. And Jeff wants a losing season because he wants to stop out the draft. We all know why. So
don't let that pride. Don't let that pride get you. Don't let that pride get you. DaRon, you don't need a second opinion.
The first one was enough, huh? The first one was enough.
You need surgery, okay? We got to get them screws right.
The first opinion
get ready for
was
the games
enough.
that matter. They start next September, okay?
You don't need a second opinion. The first one was enough.
You're good to go.
I remember last year when we were late in the season, and one of my things was I don't remember why we were doing the segment. It might have been Tote That Thing, but that seems wrong because of the context. Where I was talking about how Jordan Lewis is such a high-effort guy, and I was like, chill out, dude. Stop it. I don't need your high football character right now. I need you to go ahead, tuck that in your pocket, and bring it back out for OTAs. We ain't worried about all that. Another thing that has to do with the Cowboys offense, not necessarily in this game, but Jerry Jones talked about it this morning on the radio on the Fan. And Javonte Williams was talking about, and I think he's savvy enough to not come out and say, like, I want to be a Cowboy. I love it here so much. I would play for less to be a Cowboy. But there was almost somewhat of an insinuation when he said, you don't always want to just follow money and things like that. You want to go somewhere where you can succeed and be a part of something that's special. I feel like it's very special here. So he gave you some of it while saying, like, oh, I don't want to talk too much about the future. But he gave you that. And then I went and checked it again because after, like, week 6, remember, Javonte was going nuts. He was like 6 yards a carry, 100-something yards a game. And when you would go check his market value on the nerd websites, it was like $14 million a year. If you go check it now, 7.2. Hearing his words and hearing that number, do you think and do you want Javonte Williams to be the Cowboys starting running back a year from now? Yes. 7.2. 3 years, 21.6, 14 guaranteed.
Yeah, I would say yes.
There isn't. Here's the thing about Javonte, and I say this respectfully.
With respect.
With the utmost.
Most of it.
All of it.
To him and his family.
Partially.
And friends.
Because it's a holiday.
Loved ones. Pets.
There isn't anything special. Like, Javonte doesn't have a special feature. Like, when he runs, he runs aggressively, but you could find more Javontes. Javonte doesn't have a skill set where you're like, boy, like when you look at Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan, Christian, Saquon. There are special elements.
I saw an Eagle guy in the chat. Saquon sucks this year, huh?
Right, like there are special elements about those runners. They're pass catchers. They're tackle breakers. They're contact balance. They get in the open field, and it is don't even try because you're not catching them.
Yeah.
Right? Like they have all of these. And I don't mean this as a knock towards Javonte. He's a Tar Heel. Love that. But there was anything special about Javonte.
With respect.
With the utmost respect. He's a good running back. He's a smart running back. He knows where to be. He's a consummate professional. He's a guy that you can set your character around as an example. And maybe those things are special enough. But at around $6.5-7 million, I'm okay with that for Javonte. But if you told me that you were going somewhere else and you weren't signing Javonte Williams back on a semi-long-term deal, I'm not up in arms about that.
Because he's a running back?
Because there isn't anything special. Like, if you tell me that we're not bringing George Pickens back, I'm kind of a little bit of like come on, dog. Yeah. Because he has special features that can set him up. You don't find George Pickens type athletes just laying around.
Yeah, hard to replace that.
It's a lot easier to find Javonte than it is to find George Pickens. And so I want more of the talent level of George Pickens in that realm than I need Javonte Williams. So if he comes back next year, great, go Heels. If he doesn't, all right, let's see what the Javonte at home film Maffa can do.
If he does come back, and I know we also haven't seen Maffa. I mean, there's one guy coming back that you want to see. I'd pick him. I mean, you have nothing to lose at this point, at all. But you got to add. I mean, they're going to add somebody in the offseason, but you got to add somebody that brings another skill set that Javonte, doesn't have, like you're talking about. He's a tough runner, power runner, but somebody that can complement, what they're missing or what he can do. That makes sense.
Well, and I think what's disappointing is I kind of liked the way they handled running back. Like they grabbed a couple of random veterans and then they drafted a couple mid to late round guys. But much like everything else it seems like they've done the last 3 years, a 5th-round running back is supposed to be able to play NFL football.
He's supposed to.
Today. Like day one. You're supposed to be able to play NFL football. and then a 7th round one. Like if we have room and don't have numbers at that spot, like the Cowboys have had at different times this year, you're supposed to be able to play in.
You know what hurt? You know what hurt Jadon Blue? You want to know what hurt Jadon Blue? As when you watch the professionalism of Javonte Williams.
Yeah.
Javonte set such a high precedent on what professionalism looks like, how you're supposed to approach the game, how you're supposed to be able to learn multiple things. Like Javonte set such a precedent at what it is to be a professional.
Yeah.
And Blue was so far from that. They were just like,
we don't know if you got
we
it.
don't know.
We don't know.
This is how it's done. Follow what he does. And if you get anywhere near close to that, we can find a spot for you on there. But he set such a high bar of what it should look like at the professional level from that spot that you just never could think of enough of the other guy to go, I don't want to take him off the field for any of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless we have to.
I think that's what forces you to add somebody in the offseason, too, for that reason.
Yeah.
Coming up next, we got your players to watch in this game, and I want yours in the chat, and along with hitting the like button. Sure would appreciate that as well. We're in danger of not hitting 100 for the show. What, are we losing interest in Cowboys football?
No.
There's 1% chance, and then there's draft, and then there's players to watch, and there's all the things, plus our predictions is next on the DLS Cowboys podcast. Got hats. Mine got to be here in the next couple of days.
It has to be.
It's got to be. It's
For
on
Christmas.
the way. It's on the way. What's that?
Did you get all 4 of them?
No, I got the one on I got the beige. I believe
Far
you would
right?
say beige.
Far right.
Far left from the hat's perspective.
Yeah.
Far right from the
our
viewer's perspective. Yeah.
I got a fit that would go well with that hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I have it?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks. What is it? Sweatpants and a matching sweat top?
It is a matching 2-piece, though.
Yeah.
It is not sweats, though. But it is a matching 2-piece.
All right. I'll take it.
I don't know if that came out right. But it's a 2-piece.
Is it a cardigan?
It's a zip-up.
What sort of material are we looking at?
We're looking at good material.
Okay. I'm in. Get you a hat. Go to alldlls.com. Check out the merch store. We got hats now. Some of them are branded Bills collabs, which means they are really, really nice hats. Also, we want you to use the QR code that's on your screen. Sign up to be a diehard. When you do that, you can get a free T-shirt just for signing up to be a diehard. You could pick.
Double shiesty.
Double shiesty.
You could go shiesty. And also, once you're a diehard, you can get a discount on the hoodie. You know, you don't get a free hoodie when you sign up now. This is a good one too. I like this one.
Yeah.
I have some hoodies that when you first wash them, like the inside, it's kind of the cheapy. It starts flaking off.
Yeah.
And then now that little crap is on the other shirts that were in the laundry. I washed this one last night. Clean as a whistle. Sharp as a thistle.
Never heard that before, but I like it.
This is nice.
What's a thistle?
I don't know if that's a saying, but it was in my head. And when you're an ADHD kid, you just say whatever's in there. But it's time to be a diehard. You'll also be set up with an ad-free experience on our website. Have access to everything written, the premium content. You get into our Discord where Jesse's still lobbying to have a foot conversation, but there's all sorts of different places to hang out with your fellow diehards. So go ahead and do that, or else, which is of course not a threat. It is time for our players to watch, our picks and predictions. Dro Knows is in the super chat. And he has some ideas for your Cowboys. He says, get rid of Flus, hire Jim Schwartz, draft Mansour Delane, LSU corner, and Cassius Howell, I believe is the Texas A&M edge rusher, in round 1. Anthony Hill, Texas linebacker, round 2, round 3. Schwartz can coach linebackers. I thought Flus could coach linebackers. I thought that was where he made his living. I thought Flus was a linebacker guy.
Sometimes you miss.
Schwartz. Who are your players to watch in this game? Want to know from you. Ali, of course, has his that he writes about every week, and he is here to present that to you, or else.
Or else. So we talked just now about the Cowboys offense versus the Chargers defense. I know we mentioned Derwin. We go up front, though. Chargers have multiple guys that can get after the quarterback, Tupawale, Mack, Owe. And so I think that puts emphasis this week on Nate Thomas likely playing again, and then, of course, Terrence Steele as well.
I am glad that Nate Thomas gets to play again.
Why is that?
I didn't have the energy this morning to fight, so I just let it go. But again, on my little tiny personal YouTube page, I was doing a thing with Brian Broaddus. And because my whole thing was I have now seen Nate Thomas, and I'm not giving up on Nate Thomas as an NFL player, right? He essentially had a redshirt year, and now he's played a little bit, and at times there's been some positive. But I think on the whole, the Nate Thomas experience was if you're planning for him to be your starter for an NFL football season, you're planning to have a bad offensive tackle. And I guess I wish I had a nicer way to phrase that, but nothing that he has shown you says that you would, if you were going to go PFF style and grade your players on a scale of 1 to 100, the performance that he's put out there ain't over a 50. And so while I think the Cowboys would like for him to be capable of being a starter because they don't have other options and they would love to get Terrence Steele off the books this offseason, if I don't see more positive from him, you can't sell that to me. And I'm sure you can sell it to a lot of – Jerry's really good at he'll sell that anybody on this team can be the next guy up at whatever spot. I would love to feel like that guy could be a starting offensive tackle. But what I've seen from him so far, I don't feel that at all. And so just getting him out there more and hopefully getting the opportunity to show progress, to take strides, and to make me go into an offseason and go, hey, you know what? If that's your plan, okay. Because right now I would say if that's your plan, oh, God, I would rather you just keep Terrence Steele. And I know that's a lot of money for a guy that you're not satisfied with his performance. But if you intentionally downgrade to save money, that ain't how you win championships. And so I would love to see Nate Thomas have himself a nice game.
You mentioned Steele earlier this week, Jeff. You talked about it was after the show, but is there a reason that they have to hang on to Steele because of how much?
If you have no other options,
there's such a great need in so many areas that are they going to have to force themselves to buy another year of Terrence Steele?
Yeah, because I think right now when you're looking at building them over the course of the offseason, you're short at corner, you're empty at linebacker outside of Overshown, your pass rushers aren't good enough, and it takes premium assets to get good players there, whether you're talking about big money or high draft picks. If you want performance as an edge rusher, like that don't come cheap, easy, or free. So you need at least one starting caliber edge rusher, at least one starting caliber linebacker, at least one starting caliber corner, at least one starting caliber safety. And then if you want to throw in that I need a tackle, and if Javonte's not here, I need a running back, and if Pickens isn't here, I need a wide receiver. Like the idea that you can fill 7, 8, 9 real holes in an offseason, boy, you're aiming high if you're not spending big.
Yeah.
And so, I could see a world where they go, look, our plan all along was to find whoever's next at offensive tackle for Steele, but now we feel like we can't use one of our first 3 picks on tackle. We're not going to use free agency for it. Screw it. We got to keep him.
Austin makes a point. I was thinking the exact same thing. I would not be opposed to trying some of that guy in that right tackle this offseason.
I guess my thing is, okay, that's fine by me. But what does that change? Now I need a left tackle.
Right. I mean,
now the way that you could get wild with it, you got the stones to put your all-pro guard at tackle?
No.
Okay. Then I'm just changing which side.
Yeah. But
unless you think Nate Thomas is a better left tackle and it gives him a better chance and it gives Guyton
for some wild revelation, because Guyton did get a lot of work at right tackle in college.
He didn't play a ton, but yes, that was what he played.
So if we can kind of do a thing where we go, you know what?
He has reached the point now where he's played as much left as he's played right.
Let's go see you over there at right. Let's go see you over there at right and see if there isn't something better over there for you. Yeah. I'm not saying that has to be permanent, but I wouldn't mind putting a wonk eye and a sharp eye on there and let him go over there and see if he can't, what does that look like? Because if that can go over there and I can and there's a like I said, a wild revelation and he plays well over there. Now I can go and try to fix something over on the left side, whether that's a 3rd round pick, Nate Thomas, and just bring some more veteran guys in there to kind of throw out that left tackle spot. Because I don't think he's the answer at left tackle. It's Guyton. I don't think he's the answer at left tackle. And maybe if you can find
14th overall pick.
Hey, it happens.
I don't hate it. Like I saw people fighting about that on the internet, and I'll just put my theory out there. I do not care how many picks you've used where at all.
If he goes over there and he becomes Lane Johnson, then look so bad after a while.
No, but I've seen people people are a fight now is like the Cowboys can't use a 1st round pick on an offensive lineman. The left guard's a 1st rounder. The left tackle's a 1st rounder. The center's a 3rd rounder. The right guard's a 1st rounder. Yeah. And it's like you don't need 4 1st rounders in your offensive line. And my whole thing is what makes my team the best? I don't care what I've already done. I already did it. What's best for me today? if the best thing I can get with the first pick the Cowboys have in a draft is a guy who I think is a good starting left or right tackle, I don't care that I have this many other ones. Like, you shouldn't have to do that. Cool. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm doing whatever is best for my team. If the best thing for my team is picking another first rounder, whoops, I got 4 first rounders on the O-line. Don't care.
An important group too. I mean, you can't forget that. But we talked about him earlier. I know Herbert and their tackles being banged up. I went with Izaraku and Clowney off the edge. Obviously, can they contain Herbert and keep him getting to the outside as well and making plays on the move? But you got to think that at least with how banged up they are, can they take advantage of that with Quinnen Williams' presence in the middle?
Hope so. I mean, the Eagles made the Chargers look like they were just playing without an offensive line. I feel like Herbert would catch the ball and just be under siege immediately. And I'd like to see it from Izaraku. I know that his advanced numbers are really good, and I'm not disappointed in his rookie year. But I thought, even as a rookie, that he would be able to finish better as a pass rusher and that he would end the season with, and sacks aren't an end-all, be-all. But I thought for sure 6, 7, 8, and
14.
I thought for sure. And I think he's
came up with that.
He's been a better run defender.
Whoever thought about that?
That never saw the light of day.
It's crazy. Who would say something stupid like that?
Something went wrong with our computer system when we tried to do a mini pod. So it never made the light of day. Jesse put in a prediction of 14 sacks for Izaraku.
Don't put that on me.
That was like 5 weeks ago.
Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me. Don't put that bad juju on me.
But at the moment, all the pressure in the world is on Donovan Izaraku because of what you don't have.
Right.
When this season ends, Clowney's done. Fowler's done. Sam Williams is done. You're it.
You are the guy. Yeah.
You're it.
Yeah.
And you have to be the premier pass rusher on my defense. That's what you got to be. And so, I think the rest of the season is really important for him. That's what look, if you win and the Eagles lose this weekend, then we're going to get to have some fun next week. That's unlikely. It's very unlikely that it's going to happen 3 times in a row, but we could get to have some fun. But otherwise, what's most important to me is the young developmental players that hopefully are cornerstones. And so for Izaraku, it's a big 3 weeks for how I feel about moving forward. You still have a desperate need at edge in the offseason, but there's a lot of pressure on him to be the pass rusher that I thought that he could be and still think he can be. Like, I've watched that dude play enough that it's in there. The ability to be a double-digit sack NFL guy is in there.
For sure.
I haven't seen it yet in the NFL, but it's in there. So show me.
He's had moments. He's had some moments, and he strings some plays and some weeks together where he's like, oh, you just keep doing more of that, and experience and being able to self-evaluate over the offseason and bring yourself back next year, it's in there.
Yeah, and if he gets one more tackle for loss, he'll become the 4th Cowboy to hit that double-digit mark in tackle for loss, joining Micah, DeMarcus Ware, somehow Sam Williams.
Shout out to Sam. Bro, Sam was wild as a rookie. Like, he did. I like how as a rookie sounds like Izaraku. But as a rookie, no, I remember because I had high hopes for Sam Williams. It was like they don't play him all that much, and when they do, he gets a lot of goofy penalties. Mm-hmm. But boy, he'll bat down a pass, make a tackle for loss, get a half a sack. Like, he made a lot of impact plays while doing silly stuff. He just kept doing the silly stuff, and I think kind of lost the ability to do the good stuff.
Yeah. And the last one I had was George Pickens. Chargers, they run a lot of zone. Pickens has had the best in terms of production against zone coverage this season, particularly obviously Chargers run a lot of cover 3. But I know it's been a quiet past 2 games, but I mean, and narratives happen that should not eliminate what he's done all season long.
No, not at all. And there's a reason I'm going double shiesty today. Putting in the call for a 100-yard game. What? I'm going double shiesty.
Double shiesty is crazy.
Double shiesty.
I don't know if you purposely did that, but it's funny that it came out that way.
I did.
That's funny.
Yeah, I woke up and put on my shiesty shirt, and then I was like, what hoodie am I going to wear? I was like, shiesty.
Shiesty it up.
If you get new stuff and you don't put it on, what are you doing?
Double shiesty.
Double shiesty.
Why
one shiesty just not enough?
I think we should normalize whatever your hoodie is, you have it because you like it, right?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't the T-shirt underneath be the same so that if I'm a little warm, I take it off and I'm still sporting the same look? I think it makes sense.
When you got money, you can do stuff like that.
Chargers 27, Cowboys 23.
Oh, you're taking the Chargers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Team
Yeah, I am too.
Team Tank.
I'm taking the Chargers 24-17.
Yeah, Chargers. I'll go 28-24.
Cowboys 51, Chargers 2. Here we go, baby. We'll see you on Sunday. See us for the pregame and the postgame. Either we're still in this thing or we're tanking. Both are good results. See you in the pregame. Remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through. Be cool, everybody. We love you. Be easy.
We all silly like the mayor.